This video presents the chat option of the collaboration feature. The chat option, as mentioned in the previous post, will use SQL Server database as back-end for the exchange messages. As you will see during this video, working to this feature is very challenging because of the steps you have to do to test the logic and the code you wrote to support the entire feature. You will see me starting the application as 3 different users and opening the chat and exchanging messages with the other users. The code presented up to this point covers only few things, which is why you will see also some errors during the presentation. But what I tried to show in the video is 1. Selection of the chat windows if multiple chats were initiated. 2. Visual aid for the chat when someone is writing you a new message. 3. Insertion and retrieval of the messages in and from the database table and creating of the objects used for the chat feature. 4. Adding a timestamp for the messages when these are 1 minute apart, but it seems sometimes is not working as I want. In other words, I presented only a handful of things from a feature that is very hard to duplicate. For example, you see me only changing text messages, not exchanging images or tabular data. I didn't implement selecting of multiple text messages or scrolling up for earlier messages if the conversation is older than 2 days. Hard-coded in the application. I haven't addressed also code in case I initiate one-to-many conversation. All the chats you see on the left side are one-to-one chats. In the beginning, when starting duplicating something, you cannot grasp the amount of things you have to cover, but while you start covering different things, you realize that is very hard even with the help of ChatGPT. It is obvious that I use ChatGPT because you could see the chat message colors and also the tables columns used, which if you will ask ChatGPT, I believe will provide you the same examples. I left those there because I am not trying to hide the fact that the code I am writing is 50 to 60% copy-paste, while the remaining are adjustments to fit my purpose. For the remaining of the video, you will see some inconsistencies when other users that the one I start application with are trying to open a new chat with someone that already speaks with them. I should have covered this scenario, but for the time being I haven't covered it because I never thought to it.